Appreciate everybody being here, and we're honored to represent Middle Tennessee State University and Conference USA in the New Orleans Bowl. It's a first-class bowl. Billy and his staff have done a fantastic job with this bowl, with the organization of it. It's a bowl that at the very start of the season, you know, you had hopes that you could come to. We were here in 2009 and had a great experience, and that experience has only increased since we've been here this week. So a special thanks to the city of New Orleans, the people of New Orleans, everybody that's got a hand in this New Orleans Bowl. It's been a fantastic 3 days so far for us. We're excited to be here. We're playing a really good opponent in Appalachian State, and I congratulate them on the season that they had. Like you said, we made it to our championship game and came up a little short, but we've had a fantastic year. Our players have done a great job. We've had some really good individual performances by our team, but as a team, I'm really proud of how we've played, the toughness that we've played with, the competitive spirit that we have and play with. It's been a really good team, a fun team for me to coach, and I'm honored to be their coach. And we look forward to putting on a good show here in a couple days. So with that, I'll open it up to your questions. Well, I don't think it has any bearing on our players and how we prepare. I've been a part of, when I was at Clemson, we had a coaching change, and a coach came in a week before or 2 weeks before we played in the Peach Bowl. So I understand the dynamic that Appalachian State, their players and coaches are going through. We've played a couple bowl games since I've been here where a coaching change has taken place, and they've had interim coaches coach their team. So in this profession, you know, as rewarding a profession as this is, it's also a very demanding profession, not only on the players but on the coaches, the assistant coaches, their families. And so I understand. I've seen it firsthand, going through it with myself at Clemson and then the teams we've played in previous bowl games. So, but it does not have any bearing. It doesn't have any effect on how our players will prepare for this game.
Coach, I asked you the same question, but is there anybody on your schedule this year that is similar to App State? And what do they do offensively and defensively that kind of concerns you?
Well, they do a lot that concerns me. They're a really good team. They're very well coached. They play extremely hard. They play with great effort. And as a coach, that's all you can ask of from your team, is that they give you everything they got. And they do that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so proud of our team, because our team plays with extreme effort. They play extremely hard. So that's always a good thing as a coach to hear. Who do they remind me of? Maybe a little bit of Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic was going to try to come in and run the ball. That's what they want to hang their hat on, running the ball. They've got great team speed. Appalachian State does, as well as Florida Atlantic did. So similarities, probably a little similar to Florida Atlantic offensively. And then defensively, they're really good. They're really talented. They're up there in the top of the conference, top of the country ratings as far as total defense and other statistical categories on defense, and they lead the Sun Belt. So it's a really good defense, probably, UAB, Marshall type defense, guys that can run extremely well. They're good tacklers. So those two teams kind of bring some similarities to me.
Along the line, the first question, you're talking about coaching changes. In your league, Sun Belt, tenures tend not to be as long as you. You may be the longest tenured coach in Group of Five, for all I know. What kept you at Middle all these years?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. I've had the same athletic director and the same president all these years, so that continuity helps. But I think more so than that, have had really good players. I give our players, the current players that are here now and our former players from the very first year that I got here, I give them all the credit because they're the ones that go out and sacrifice. They're the ones that go out and play the game. They're the ones that lay their bodies on the line and do what you ask them to do on a daily basis. So the reason I've been able to stay here, I think you throw all that into the mix, the continuity of our administrative staff and our coaching staff, but more importantly, our players.
Can you talk about Brent and what your relationship is, how that's evolved over the last 4 years, and how it's different, how it's the same, if you will?
I don't think it's evolved. I don't think our relationship is better now than it was. He's my son. When he was in the 12th grade coming here, or when you graduate from high school coming here, he was my best friend then. He's still my best friend now. I think the biggest thing, going through this, I've been able to experience and just see, how he has, developed as a man, developed as a player, because I've been able to be around him and see him on a daily basis. But to say our relationship is stronger now than what it was, I told him when he came here that, he could win the Heisman or never play it down, and it wasn't going to change. It wasn't going to affect our relationship. He was my son first, and he'll always be my son. And just, here last 5 years, he's been our quarterback also. But, I've just been able to witness and watch him, grow these last 5 years.
Along the same line, what will next year be like?
We'll worry about that, after this game. But, we've got good players coming back. You hate to lose, these 5 seniors coming up. 4, Malik will be back. But you hate to lose. We've got a good senior class. We've got great leadership in this class. I'm proud of all these seniors. So we're going to lose some good players off this team next year, not just Brent. So, we'll have to, like any year, you lose players, you got to coach the next group and bring other guys along.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.